when the bombs have dropped and the dust has cleared. There's no need to fret, no need to fear. Get your body moving, don't you quit in the wasteland. It's time for...
Well, look who's back. If you're here, that means that you survived episode 2 and you're back for more. So welcome back to Apoca Fitness. We are continuing on our series of Wasteland workouts. Our first 10 episodes are focused on getting strong, getting used to the movements, and practicing getting our form right so we can move on to the real Wasteland training. Today, instead of 2 rounds, we're doing 3. And we're going to do intervals of 45 seconds when we do the actual work. We're going to start with our warm-ups as usual, and we can just get right on into it. All right, so let's begin. We'll start with warm-ups. So marching in place. All right, so it's march in place. Let's go. Work for 1 minute. And again, if you want to challenge yourself, you do these knee ups for a minute. And if that's too much for you, just come back to this. Be sure to really swing your arms into it because we are trying to bring the blood to our muscles. That's it. We're just trying to get our muscles warm. And remember, warm muscles are less likely to be injured.
Processing.
We've only got 20 seconds left. You're almost there. Really work to make the blood flow. You got it. You've got this. Let's go. All right, just 7 seconds left. Good job. All right, we're moving on to the next part. Arm circles. Ready? Let's go. We can do big ones. We just got a minute of this. When I get to 30 seconds in, I'm going to switch and go the other direction. Oh, we're almost to the switch. 5 seconds. We can go the other way. Let's go the other way. You should start to feel some pretty good burn in your arms right now. Or I guess in your shoulders. I'm almost there, just 15 seconds left. I'm gonna go back to smaller ones. 5 more seconds. All right, you did the warm-up. We've got 3 more exercises. Bodyweight squats. You can do different tempos. We're gonna work for 1 minute, and let's go. You may be able to hear the crumbling, crackling sounds of my knees. Been working for 20 seconds. If you want to go faster, go. If you want to go slower, slow. The warm-ups, you don't need to grab weights for these. We're just telling our legs what we're going to do. And yes, if you have weights, I would like for you to grab something heavy today, because we do have at least one exercise that we will be needing weights for, which I will show you the modified version. And if you do it without weights, we'll just talk about the mind-muscle connection. We've got 5 seconds left here. Squeeze one more. Good job. Next one, we're going to torso twist. Same as before. Remember, we're keeping our hips straight. We're kind of keeping our hips in place, and this is a twist of your torso. You can have loose arms, you can throw punches, but we want to twist the obliques These are the side muscles here. So we've been working for 30 seconds. 30 more seconds. You got this. Just 10 seconds left. We're almost there. 3 seconds. All right, you got it. So this next one, you can choose your poison. I'm gonna do some step outs, or they're also called side lunges, Cossack lunges. And I'm just gonna do one side each for 30 seconds. Okay, we're at 40 seconds. We've got just a few more seconds on this side. You can also do knee highs. You can do anything you want for this warm up. Okay, and we're about to switch. Let's go to the other side. And this is just a side lunge. We're stepping out laterally. We're stepping back in, out. And you might not be able to go that far. You might only be able to go here, and that's okay. Modify as you need to for your anatomy and your ability, because we'll get there. It just takes practice. The most important thing, you showed up. We finished this. All right, drink water, grab weights. You can grab 2 water bottles filled with water, fill them with sand. Just need something to create some tension. You can also get bands, those rubber bands if you have them. Just anything that can kind of create a little bit of resistance. So the next section is going to be 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest for 3 rounds of all of the following exercises. We're going to start with air squats. We're going to do push-ups. You can do the modified version, or you can do real, I won't say real push-ups. You can do modified versions on your knees, on the walls, incline. You can also just do regular push-ups. We're going to do static lunges as well. We're going to do step back lunges. We'll do bent over rows. I'll explain those, and then we'll do glute bridges at the end. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with air squats. I'm going to grab, it's only 10 pounds, but I'm going to do half of the set on each side, so I'm still adding a little resistance. And remember, the slower you go on your eccentric, which is the movement down, and you're holding weight, the more you're building muscle. Okay, so if you need to do this slowly, you can. I'm switching sides, so we're about 20 seconds. We've got 5 seconds left. You can squeeze 1 or 2 more in there, and then we're resting for 15. Okay, let's get ready for the next one. All right, I'm a little behind this timer. Wait, is it going? Oh no. So let's do push-ups. Lead with your chest. I don't know how much time we have left because I can't see the timer. Oh. Well, I feel like I need to do that over again. Well, next round I'll put it towards myself. The next one we've got is static lunges. So you got about 5 seconds, and then we can start the work. So, remember, it's leg back. You can put your knee over your toe because it's more like a single leg squat. Okay. If you can only go this far, that's okay. Okay. And I'm going to try to do these a little more explosive kind of moves, because that's some of the movements at the Wasteland gym that I don't get enough of. If you would like to grab weights for this one, please do so. All right. We're resting for 15 seconds, and then we are going to move over to bent over rows. This is a movement where you need some weight. You just pull to engage your lats. You have long muscles along your back. Just pull. Squeeze at the top. You're bent over, your knees are bent, and you want your back flat, like you could fly a plane off of there, right? And this may not be available to some people. That's okay. Whew. It's quite muggy here today. You would think for November it would be nice and cool out, but it's really not. I'm almost there. You should be able. All right. So we're doing glute bridges. We know this one. We did it for our last two. Let's go. 3, 5, 6, 7. Squeeze at the top. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know why I'm counting, it's seconds. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, come on, 45 seconds, 20, 21, 22. I'm just gonna hold it right at the top. Ooh, bring it down vertebra by vertebra. And great. You survived the first round. Let's take like a 1-minute break. And you can pause the holotape here. Okay, are you guys ready for round 2? Maybe you're not, maybe you are. Do what you can. You did the important thing and you showed up. And that's all you gotta do. You just gotta keep showing up for yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody else is showing up for you. Only you are. So go ahead and let's begin. We're gonna start again with the air squats. Let's get ready. Okay. There we are. Oh. And I'm gonna do mine slower because I'm trying to build my leg muscles. And normally I squat with a lot heavier weights than this, but you do what you can. If you need to do a much shorter range of motion, that's okay. Okay, if you need to do no weights, that's okay. You're just showing up, and that is the most important thing, as usual. You're almost done. One more. All right. We're moving on to the next exercise. And it's going to be push-ups again. Any variation is okay. And I'm going to stick with these because I'm a little bit sore. I did a big chest day yesterday. I got a new PR. Well, at this body weight. My 1 rep max for bench press used to be 190, but I also weighed almost 100 pounds more. Now, I don't know what my 1 rep max is, but I can do almost my body weight at 3 reps. So, not too shabby. I'm getting where I want to. We're almost there. Oh, good job. Oh, yeah. All right, the next one is going to be our static lunges, which I am going to grab my sledgehammer for this one. Or I guess they're step back lunges. This one I'm a little less enthusiastic about because I don't practice this one as much as I should. It's a great exercise. And just as a reminder, it's like a train track. Your legs should be, or your feet should be on one side of the train track. It's not a straight back movement. It is a staggered stance. Helps us keep our balance. And it also helps put all of the more weight, I guess, on this leg. Bent over rows. Bent over rows. Oh. Grab your water bottles. And let's begin. You don't have to be this bent over. I just want you to feel those lats engaged. If you don't know where your lats are or what they look like, I would encourage you to find an old medical textbook, search through your holotape archives, and look for an illustration and really try to visualize those muscles. The latissimus dorsi. Okay, big long muscles, kind of flat. Almost done. You got it. Oh, yes. All right. One more round after this. Look how far you've come. Just rest for those few seconds. Now let's go with the bridges. Glute bridges, okay? Oh, I'm gonna push my feet under my butt a little bit more. Really trying to focus on these glute squeezes at the top. If you can only do a few of these, that's okay. Just stick with me. Imagine your booty growing, if that's a goal of yours. And I'm just gonna leave this squeeze at the top. All right. You finished this round. Hell yeah. You should be very proud of yourself. We're gonna rest for another minute. If you wanna pause and get a drink of water, take a breath, take a little break. Come back though, and we'll do our final round, and then we'll do a cool down round. Hey Wastelanders, welcome back. We're gonna start our third final round, and we can just kind of get right into it. And again, we're gonna start with air squats. You can grab weights here if you would like. I'm gonna get this 25 pounds here, and just begin. If you want to go faster or slower, you can. I like this full range of motion. This isn't something I normally do at the gym. I tend to stick with a lot of squats. I don't go all the way ass to grass, mainly because my knees have been hurting a lot lately. And deadlifts are another thing I do a lot. Just let me know. Let me know if you want to see more strength training, because we can stick with heavy weights and muscle building. No problem with that. Let's move on to the next one. And we're gonna do push-ups again. I know, but you got this. Let's get ready. Let's go. Remember, chest, we're leading with our chest. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like, depending on your goals. If you would like to build muscle, you should probably be attempting full push-ups like this, or deficits, where you have your feet up on something, and slow. It should be really hard. All right, Next, we're back on the step back lunges, I believe. And I'm gonna grab my sledgehammer, because why not? All right, these I'm gonna do slow. I'm gonna treat them like a, oh, did you hear that? It sounded like cereal in a bowl, but it was my knees, or my knee. Okay, these I'm gonna do a little bit more slowly. So I'm trying to treat them like, oh, I am trying to treat these like single leg squats a little bit more. I'm really leaning forward, so I'm putting that weight into the front leg. My back leg is just holding me steady. My knee doesn't hurt, but the sound is frightening. And I'm just, you ready for the next round? So bent over rows. Okay, let's go. Again, this is a movement you want to think about the mind-muscle connection. You want to really envision those lat muscles engaged. You want to really feel them engaged. Even if you have just like a really light weight, try to go a little bit more slowly on the eccentric movement, which is the one down. Okay. And really squeeze at the top. You got this. Just a few seconds left. I cheated. Last but not least, let's get those last set of glute bridges. Whew. You almost completed a new cadence of workout. Super proud of you. Let's go do our last set of glute bridges and do a cool down. I'm going to really squeeze at the top. Really squeeze. The next session we can talk about tempo. Tempo is a consideration. I'm talking about the eccentric movements. All the pre-war studies showed that for muscle hypertrophy, to grow your muscles bigger, and for strength gains, that doing that slow eccentric is important in muscle building. Squeezing those muscles. Okay, let's take this last one. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze hard at the top. Nice, you did it. Whew. Let's move on to cool down, shall we? Okay, we did it. So we're gonna start with some familiar cool down moves. We're gonna do the forward folds again. I like to start with my back straight, my toes pointed up, and I'm making almost an L shape. This might not be available to you. If it's not, that's okay. If you need to come in like this, if you have some other variation you need to do, that's okay. I'm gonna raise my hands up. I'm gonna take a big deep breath. And then when I let it out, I'm gonna forward fold. Ooh. Now I do have really tense hamstrings. Ooh. And I'm just gonna try to breathe into it a little bit. Ooh, yeah, I really feel it. Let's do a couple of these. Let's take a let's take a big breath in at the top, and then as we're folding over, exhale. And as we inhale and exhale here, on your exhale, I want you to exhale into the discomfort a little bit. Acknowledge that the discomfort is there. And just lean into it a little bit. You don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to hurt a lot. Just a little tiny bit more into that discomfort. Great. Let's do another one. Ooh, all right. Let's go for, what do you feel like doing next? Like a, let's do like the runner stretch. Okay, we did work our legs. We don't even have to do either. Well, you could do either. So you could do runner stretch, which will stretch your hips out. We did this. Oh, actually, I don't know if we covered this because I haven't posted. I have not uploaded the holotapes for my stretching series yet. In the pre-war times, I did do part of my yoga teacher certification. I never finished it. But I was a very regular yoga doer for a long time. Okay, so we can take a few stretches on each side. Oh, if you need to, you can push your knee out and open it. You can leave it in front of you if you want. And then just come back. And if you're seeing my really gross scar, my dogs tripped me the other night when I was taking them out on a wasteland run. And that is caused by rope burn. Really fun. It's really fun having dogs. For the next one I'm going to remove my shoes. And this is, back in the pre-war times, I had a yoga instructor who called this one screaming toes. It does stretch out the fascia in your feet. So we would come up on our toes. Oh, it does not feel good. There's a reason it's called screaming toes. Ooh, this is another one you might have to do work yourself up to. This might not be available to you. It might be extremely uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. It is extremely uncomfortable for me. I haven't been practicing yoga since the bombs dropped. So it's been a while. Oof. I'm just gonna take 3 little quick, okay, yeah, that's all I can take. All right, and then let's do a couple cat cows and then go into our I was saying, let's go do a couple of cat cows and then go into a child's pose and call it a day or night. Breathe in, push it out. And then on your next breath, just come down into child's pose, whichever variant is comfortable for you. Take a few breaths here. Give yourself a nice pat on the back. You did it. You got this far. And if you made it all the way through all 3 of the first workouts, I'm super proud of you. And congratulations on just showing up. Even if you could only do some of it, you still showed up. And you should be ecstatic for yourself for starting to develop, healthier habits. And regardless of anything else, aesthetics or otherwise, reasons you might be working out, helping your body build a foundation for aging, to stay, functionally fit is always in your favor, no matter what your other goals are. So I just think you're like tougher than a rad scorpion at this point.